What's up, ladies and gentlemen? We're back with our third episode of the podcast.
Say the name, say the name, say the name, say the name. Say the name.
Greeting out Gridiron.
Yeah.
We're here. Solidified episode 3. We're not backing down. We got our boy Connor here with us today.
For our boy Connor.
Happy to be here, everyone.
Really excited to have him with us today. We're gonna have a good talk. So, let's just introduce everybody. I'm Garrett. We got Connor here, obviously.
That's me.
We got Bob over there. Bob, say hey.
Hello.
We got Jake over here. Jake, say hey.
Yo.
Kyle over here, say hey.
Yo!
Yo.
That's my thing, man. Just
Yeah.
people.
So quickly today, we're gonna be doing We got 5 of us here. We're gonna do a 5-person fantasy mock draft here.
Oh yeah, we are.
Yeah, we
Draft
are.
day.
So we're gonna do it. We're gonna draft quarterback, 2 receiver, 2 running back, tight end, and a flex here. We'll just go around, go back and forth. So we'll do 1 to 5, and then we'll go snake
Yeah,
backwards.
Yeah, word.
So we'll do that. I guess since Connor's new, we'll start with him.
Oh,
We'll go this
lit.
way, and then we'll snake back
First
around.
pick.
I'm starting. I got first pick. Easy. I'm taking my man, hometown hero, Saquon Barkley.
Saquon Barkley, number 1. Okay. Saquon here.
Oh man.
Definitely. Now we got
Robert,
Bob
you are
up
on the
over
clock.
here.
I'm on the clock here. Let's see. I guess I just gotta go safe here. Gonna go running back here. Probably Todd Gurley, number 1 for me.
Todd Gurley.
Todd Gurley,
Okay.
pretty good.
Yeah.
Play safe there.
I'll take Zeke then at 3, definitely.
Zeke at 3.
Ooh.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
See, that's a good pick, but he's such a pure runner. You got no.
Yeah,
Are we
but
going
you put some
PPR?
long sleeves on that guy,
Yeah.
he's a beast.
Yeah.
Big on the
so it's
long
okay.
sleeves train.
I mean,
Yeah.
I guess like PPR is the general way that we'll
Yeah,
do it,
yeah.
But Zeke, he was involved in the passing game last year. He was getting a couple more catches out of the backfield and stuff.
Yeah, he's getting there. We also got to look at Gurley because his leg is broken or some shit.
Yeah. I saw something on Twitter. It could all just be like garbage, but I saw
Wait,
something.
he's banged up right
I
now.
saw something.
Yeah.
I saw something that he was like limping around at like a restaurant or something, but that could just be all nonsense. You
Yeah.
know? So
Well, I'm still sticking with him. He's a stud.
yeah.
He is a
Can't go
stud.
back now.
All right, Kyle, what do you got?
Give me CMC.
Oh, that's a good pick.
Okay.
CMC.
Christian McCaffrey, just to clarify.
Go.
Yeah, I think that's obviously the safe pick there. I'm gonna go Kamara at 5.
All running backs first round.
I
Love
think
to see
that's
it.
obvious. He's
Oh,
gonna be a
shit.
workhorse. We've talked about him before.
Yeah. Yeah, I
Um,
wasn't there for that conversation. He's the only guy now.
Yeah, he's the
Mark
only guy.
Ingram's in Baltimore.
Oh,
Yeah,
no,
he's
we
gonna
were
be
talking about they signed Latavius Murray, who's like not a huge name, but
Right. He'll be
Them just having 2
he'll
running
play a
backs.
similar
Yeah,
role.
he'll
the
still do his
Saints just
damage.
love having 2 good running backs.
Are you guys keeping track of your teams?
I'm
I
keeping
I
sure,
got
right?
everyone's written down.
I'm gonna start typing mine out. Cause
Kamara.
yeah, I said Kamara.
I had Saquon.
Yeah, I got everybody.
I'm gonna take DeAndre Hopkins
Oh yeah, nice.
on the way back here. I think we talked about him. I think he's clearly just the best receiver in the league.
Yeah, but when you see him play, he's how I felt about Julio a couple years ago. Before Julio's still obviously killing it,
Uh-huh.
but you just look at him play, and he's just better than everyone else on the field.
Exactly. Like he just has he's so talented compared to everybody else. I feel like. Kyle, going back to you.
Give me OBJ.
OBJ.
Though he's not a giant, I still love him.
Yes,
I
fact.
still love him too, but there's a lot of mouths to feed in Cleveland.
Exactly.
Man,
That's it.
he's still
That's
gonna
the
go
only
off.
thing. But I think if anything, he's going to be the one to get
'Cause
his
if-
targets.
Yeah.
If you do expend so much locking him up, you're leaving so much else open. In
Yeah.
Jarvis, Njoku, Chubb,
Yeah.
when what's his name?
When Kareem Hunt
Kareem
comes
Hunt
back,
comes back.
Yeah.
that's nuts.
Garrett,
The
who are you?
offense is crazy.
Every free agent was just
Kamara
like,
and
yeah,
DeAndre
let's
Hopkins.
win Cleveland the Super Bowl.
I'm telling you, there was that meme that went around the league for a while, and even Austin said it too. He was like, yo, if I'm an NFL player, I'm just like hitting up all my boys who are nice, and it's like, yo, let's win Cleveland a championship.
Exactly. I'm
And
going
it
to
happened.
Cleveland. Yeah.
Like, it's crazy. It was a joke for a while, but it happened.
So we got Kyle taking Odell, heading back to Jake.
Oh, Michael Thomas.
Michael Thomas on the way back. Yep.
Nice. Michael Thomas is a stud.
Definitely.
He just gets
Can't guard
15
Mike.
receptions every
Yep,
game.
Definitely. He's just another big body.
I mean, with Drew feet, it's just. And his. Excuse me.
Bless
His
you.
skill. Both of their skills. It's crazy. I still feel that if the Saints were to win a Super Bowl in the Drew Brees era, it was last year. And they got robbed.
Yeah, dude, that
Absolutely
was still
robbed. I don't know if that's where we
that
want to
still
take
doesn't
this,
sit right with me.
Heading over to Bob. What do you got?
So I'm gonna go quarterback here.
Oh.
Just throwing out a stat here.
Okay.
That number 3 in the fantasy rankings was Ben Roethlisberger last year.
Yeah.
in overall.
He had
points.
over 5,000 yards, if
Yeah.
I recall correctly.
5,129 to be exact.
Yeah.
So that's a bit of a surprise. I'm not picking Big Ben.
Okay.
Oh, you sure?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
sure,
would have
he
been
was a solid pick.
pretty crazy.
You don't like the Big Ben James
That's what I was
Washington connection?
Not going with that. I'm going with my number 1 quarterback from our last podcast, Drew Brees.
I
Oh.
really thought you were gonna say Sam Darnold.
Yeah,
Waiting
I was
for
waiting
It was close. I gotta
All
say.
right. So, am I tripping here? Or did no one take Le'Veon Bell?
No one
Nobody
took
took
Le'Veon.
him.
I'm taking Le'Veon Bell.
Really? Oh
Yeah.
wow, you're up on him?
We're only in the second round.
Yeah.
Saquon and
Yeah, it's,
Leonard,
it's only
Connor.
it's also we're all it's gonna be like a lot of good talented guys, but you
I
know,
mean, yeah,
there's only
5
5 of us.
first, right?
Yeah,
Bro,
Yeah, I
you know,
got Saquon and Le'Veon Bell
yeah,
holding it down.
yeah. You like Lev?
I like Lev. I mean,
obviously
think
I
he's
like
a-
Lev too.
I think he's a piece of shit. But
I don't think he's a piece
Nah,
of
I
shit.
think he's getting better. I don't know. He's just happy now that he's out of
He's
that
not in a
organization.
toxic environment.
He's
I
not.
hate the fact that he sat out the whole year
Yeah.
while his team needed him.
He sat out the whole year to make 2 million. Pardon that. 2 million less per year.
Yeah.
Which
Love to
is
see it
like-
as a Jet fan.
You
Yeah.
know, I think he just didn't want to be in Pittsburgh. He
He
made
didn't,
it
no.
about the money, but he
Yeah.
wanted to leave Pittsburgh.
And I think now he's just happy that he has a deal. He's back.
Players have been making it like no.
Because like obviously that was a risky decision. He knew it was a gamble, but he's happy with how it turned out. I
I'm
think.
telling you, that locker room is toxic, bro. Nobody
Yeah.
wants to be
Does
there.
anyone have
later.
You with a
I
white-
also think that
Oh,
pick.
to my left.
You're bugging.
Yeah, my bad.
I also
Yeah, we're
think
gonna need a
that
quick
pick
timeout.
could backfire.
What, Lev?
Yeah, because he could be
Yeah.
shit,
He
but
could-
his ceiling is right there. With
Yeah,
the
no,
first pick.
exactly. Yeah. And that it was like the same thing.
There's a lot of
Kind of with
unknowns
David
Lev.
Johnson. I feel like last year.
David Johnson had a rough year. I'm
But
high on
hopefully,
him.
hopefully, Lev has a better season than that. Obviously, but
Yeah.
like I feel like it's almost the same type of situation.
It's a two-way street because nobody's seen him play and he hasn't been in NFL competition in a year, but he also hasn't taken a year's worth of beating. And
Yeah,
he just had
exactly.
a year to train,
He's just fresh. Yeah.
and now he's somewhere where I don't know if he's where he wants to be, but it's more than where he would want to be in
Yeah.
Pittsburgh. So I don't know. Could be good or bad.
you get another pick.
Oh, I do.
Yeah, go and
Yeah.
snake it back.
Oh, all right. Well,
Gonna take his third running back.
I really thought about it.
Saquon and Lev, the New York guys.
Oh yeah, look at you.
Oh, New York boys. Okay.
Guys,
So
Let's
you're
do it.
obviously gonna keep in the New York team and take Eli
Sam
Manning.
Darnold. Either one is out. No, I don't know.
You know what? I'm going bold here. I think I'm gonna go with Melvin Gordon, third running back.
Very
But,
interesting.
yeah.
I had him in my top 5 for the last cast. He was my
I like
fifth.
him a lot. He's injury prone, for sure.
Yep.
But I just think there's enough for Phillip Rivers to spread out on the outside that you can just feed it to him.
Mhm.
Dude, he's a
And-
beast. I'm surprised he went like this late. I thought someone was really going to be high on him. Some people I've been seeing like him better than CMC this year.
Really?
Oh
Yeah.
wow, we just take a nice little steamer on the pick.
No, no.
the third rounder.
I'm not
I
one-
think CMC is rightfully like 4, if not 5. I usually don't like Melvin Gordon because I think he's injury prone,
Yeah,
and I just that offense is just weird to me.
it is.
I feel like
they can be a dud at any given game.
Mm-hmm. Or they could just go off, and they could really give it to anyone. You
Yeah.
know, like it could just be a random person. So,
Yeah, you got Austin Eckler.
Mhm.
Just for reference, CMC finished third last year. Not like trying to defend my point.
Right,
anymore.
right.
But I'm the GOAT. CMC finished third last year playing 16 games, but Melvin Gordon finished sixth in points for fantasy, only playing 12.
Yeah.
So like, they're there.
Yeah, dude.
Neither of these are a stretch pick.
I've been high on Melvin Gordon since he came into the league. I had him in his rookie year. He gave me a little something.
50-point swing between the two of them.
It's crazy.
278.5 to 225.5.
So obviously we still have some big names here on the board. Bob, heading over to you for your next pick.
All right, go my first receiver here. Started off slow.
Ryan Anderson.
Didn't. Gonna wait for a later round for that guy.
I'm taking him.
So up until the bye week, he didn't score one touchdown. But then over the last 8 games, he had 10.
I know who he's got.
So I'm going Julio Jones
Yeah.
here. He's definitely going to start off stronger this year. Dude's an absolute baller. Gotta pick him.
I debated going with Julio, but I wanted to solidify my flex, and
Last year in fantasy, one kid I was matched up against offered me a 1-for-1 Julio for Saquon.
Really?
Side note, yes.
wow.
So
Yo, all
Yeah.
three of my big receivers got hurt towards the end. I had Emmanuel Sanders, Tyler Boyd,
Well,
and Kenny Galladay.
I had Jarvis Landry.
what do
He
you
did
guys think of
absolute
Tyler
shit.
Boyd this year? You think
I
he's gonna
fuck
win?
with Tyler
No,
Boyd.
but who's
Yo,
the quarterback? That's the only thing.
Who cares? Tyler Boyd's a
In-
What do you mean? Who
Andy
cares?
Dalton.
Someone's gotta
And
throw him.
Cincy,
Andy
no, they're
Dalton's
moving.
not- they drafted
Well,
him.
They didn't drop him. They're not extending his contract. So they'll have him for this year, but you got to think that they're looking for quarterback in the draft.
So who's their backup? Isn't it Jeff Driscoll? Kid
Who?
from Florida?
No, wasn't it?
Maybe.
It wasn't McCarron. McCarron's on the Ravens.
Yeah.
Karen's on the Bills.
They have
I thought.
Andy Dalton
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Jeff
Oh my
Driscoll.
God, I'm so off with that.
Yeah, Jeff Driscoll. That's what I'm saying. It's going to be Andy Dalton.
Just
To
look
at
it up.
least start.
They might
It says
be
they're
gunning
looking for
something.
Haskins.
Well, no, it's just a.
Should Bengals select Dwayne
If-
Haskins?
I could see the
They're gonna be
Bengals
gunning for
because the
quarterback.
Bengals are at what 11.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like
I could
11 or
see
10
them
or
grabbing
something.
like Drew Lock and
Yeah.
fucking up.
Yeah, they'll
But
just
there's
do
gonna,
that.
I think there could be a rush for subpar quarterbacks.
I mean, they did that with Andy Dalton.
well, I mean, now there's talks that the Giants might not even take a quarterback.
Yeah.
I
There's
know.
always
Which I would be
there
more
always
than
is
happy
a
with.
rush for untalented quarterbacks.
Look, man,
you
if we
know?
pass on a quarterback, it's whatever.
Yeah,
There's no
Jake
one,
Fromm
unless we
next
get
year.
Kyler Murray. There's no one I really want.
yeah. Kyler Murray is the only one, and it seems like he's just going to Arizona.
Whoever
Which-
has the one pick is where he's going. Whether the Raiders trade up or somebody else makes a move.
Yeah.
You think the Raiders will trade up to the 1? No way,
What do you
really?
mean? They have
Got
two
like
other
80,000
first round
draft
picks.
picks. It's gonna take.
You would think they would just give up 2 just to get the when they already have Derek Carr.
One, Gruden's an idiot. So yes.
I think
And
that
two,
I think that's the worst thing they could do.
I
That
think
would-
it's
I
a
think
bad
that's
thing.
such a waste of those.
I think
two
it's a
first
waste
picks.
too, but I think John Gruden is the kind of guy to be like, I want this quarterback, and I have
He'll
the
do
means
it.
to get him.
He still could get him at the 2, or not, or
No,
trade
he
for the
can't.
2.
I
don't you
know.
don't make that trade for the 2 unless you know they're not taking Kyler at the 1.
It could always be a smokescreen with Arizona. They want to see what the trade offers are.
They're fielding Josh Rosen and the 1.
Listen, it's
going
gonna
to
be
That's
a
why they're
weird-
not letting anyone know what they're doing.
It's gonna be a weird situation. Like if they take him at 1, you're gonna be like, wow, like they actually did that, and if they don't, you're gonna be like, wow, they didn't. Like that's crazy. You know, like either way, it's gonna be a question.
I am convinced in my head we will somehow land Kyler Murray, but I know it's not going to happen.
Dude, we're gonna take Drew Lock at 17.
I'll be so mad.
I'm telling you. I'm totally okay with not taking a quarterback. Honestly, I'm okay with Josh Rosen
Yeah, that's not the end of the world.
What for the Giants?
for the Giants.
I think that's the best situation for both teams.
because we can get him without giving up either of our.
I think
first-round picks.
the Cardinals, if they're
We
really
already
going to
offered a
commit to
second,
it,
and
should
they denied
definitely
it.
go Kyler.
Yeah, but no one else is giving them a first. At a certain point, I think they're going to cave.
I also saw a report that they might keep him though if they draft
That would be a
draft
waste. That would be
Kyler
so-
Murray.
Well, they can
And-
keep him until the season and do a trade whenever.
His demand is so hot right now.
I don't know.
Wait.
It's going to be a weird situation. I think something will happen on draft day, maybe.
Because
Like,
yeah, that's what
that'd
I'm
be
saying.
big.
It's gonna happen on draft day. But if you pass up and then the Giants are forced to, all right, either we're taking a quarterback now, we're making another move now, or we're planning for the future. When the season comes, they're not going to say, "Oh yeah, now we'll take Josh Rosen," because they figured out what they wanted to do.
Yeah.
If you hit them now and trade him when that option is available, Josh Rosen's trade value is, I don't think it's getting any higher than where it is right now. And once draft day comes and passes, it's just going to go down.
Yeah. I'm excited to see how that goes.
Yeah, definitely. Anyway, Jake, we gotta give you your pick here after that. We had Bob taking Julio, getting back on track.
So I'm taking Baker.
Oh, damn. Okay.
yeah.
All right.
First QB? Was that the first one?
No,
No.
Bob, you grab
Yeah, I got
Drew?
Drews.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I just think that with the chance that Mahomes doesn't have Tyreek Hill, the safest pick would be Baker, as well as the offense he has around him.
Interesting. Kyle, we got
Give me James Conner.
James Conner.
That's good stuff.
Good stuff. Yeah, definitely. The workhorse now over there.
I just think he's going to be dope. He's going to continue to be dope now that Lev's gone and it's just him. The whole AB nonsense is gone. The Steelers are going to want to rebrand and have a good season. He's got no distractions.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
He doesn't
correct.
have the always Lev coming back anytime soon. It's like, and this is his starting spot.
Yeah,
Like
but
nobody's fighting for it.
but do teams plan for him better now? You know, do you think last year was a result of his ability?
Every week,
Or-
though, after a
Yeah.
while, someone's going to figure it out.
Yeah.
No, like I don't know if he's going to be as dominant, but I still think he's going to be a solid guy.
Oh, he's gonna because it's his job. So
I'm
we're
gonna
fucked up.
I'm
We're
gonna
going
take
okay.
Order here.
I'm gonna take Mahomes,
Okay.
And then Juju, or you just
and I'm gonna
taking
take Travis Kelsey.
Ah, that's good.
And
yeah.
That just shows, I think, really the drop off in receivers.
Yeah.
The tight ends, you really got to draft them early.
Yeah.
I feel like in this draft, and there's especially with Gronk retiring.
Yeah,
I
there's
think
not
Travis
a whole lot of
Kelce.
them really dominating.
I'm telling you, it's Kelsey, Ertz, and Kittle, and then it
Yeah.
just falls
Yeah.
down.
Exactly. So now you go, Kyle.
Give me one order of Devontae Adams. Fuck.
Definitely.
I was
want him?
wondering. I was like, why is he not?
He's
gone
interesting
yet?
Finished
to
third
me.
last year.
Devontae Adams is nice.
Finished third amongst receivers.
He's interesting to
and
me.
he was overall in second.
Well, because he's your number one guy. He's your go-to guy in the red zone.
Oh yeah.
You know, he's coming up. Last year was sort of his coming out party as like a top receiver.
Oh yeah. 26th overall.
Yeah.
Last season. Third amongst receivers.
My next one, George Kittle.
George Kittle. Oh shit.
Again,
He
just
practically
showing.
carried fucking
just
San
showing-
Fran for
Bro, if
the
Jimmy
only amount of games they had.
Jimmy Juice.
Jimmy Juice is nice. That could be scary.
Exactly.
I am not very high on Jimmy G.
No,
I
I
don't know,
think
man. I don't. I'm really neutral.
I think
about
he's
it.
going to be better than really anyone they had in there.
Oh,
And
yeah, for sure.
It's a
their
better situation
offense,
than last year.
their offense wasn't like they have more running backs again. I don't know.
I think he's gonna be just fine, but I want none of this. He's the savior. Talk.
Yeah.
He'll be like a Mitchell Trubisky, like with a better arm. I feel like.
Yeah.
He'll be all right. He'll be a solid, reliable quarterback.
Yeah,
He's not gonna be anything crazy.
He'll be their guy for, the next 10 years, and it'll bring him to a conference championship. And that'll be that.
So where do you think the Patriots go?
I think they'll still consistently be fine as long as Belichick and Brady are there.
You think they're gonna keep Brady for a while?
There was like something that I read the other
I say
day
3 or 4 years.
that he's seriously considering retirement after this season.
Yeah.
This coming one?
I could definitely see that. I know he said he wants to go to 45, but at a certain point, the guy's got to get tired.
That
You know?
I mean,
Also-
he's been healthy. Like at any point, he'd just like have a career-ending injury that
Dude's solidified as
Factors
one of the greatest
Yeah.
to play the
Dude,
game.
if he-
too.
if
He's got
he-
nothing to earn.
if he really thinks that he can get away with doing it, I think he should go for it.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
If he really thinks like he's not gonna get hit, like he knows when to like just throw it away
He
and
plays
like be
the game
smart with the
smart.
ball.
yeah, but
and,
all
like,
it takes is one
play
like
situation.
busted play that the
pretty
wrong
much
thing
plays
happens
chess
to.
all season, and like when they get to the playoffs, like does his thing. Like
His contract is up at the
Wins
end
a
of the year.
ring, like
Oh,
Yeah, I don't think that's anyone's concern.
his contract.
If he wants to come back, he's coming
I
back.
could see him. I could see him playing out this year, signing a 1-year extension, going on a little farewell tour, and dipping.
Bold move. Patriots get the
I
Josh
think-
Rosen.
Maybe.
No, Patriots get Johnny Manziel. They bring back Josh Gordon.
Johnny
And,
Manziel got
and
banned
that's where
from
the new dynasty starts.
CFL.
Josh McDaniels takes over head coach. You heard it here first.
All right, who do we got? You just took Devontae
He-
Adams.
I
Jake
did-
just took
I
Kittle.
did.
To me, right?
Kill, yeah, going to Bobby.
All right. Me and Garrett have talked about this a few times. After the season, or possibly a trade for this said player. He's a receiver, Mike Evans.
Mike Evans.
Yee.
Good.
So
Yeah.
hopefully he has a good year with the Bucks this year. A little farewell and head up.
It's depending
York.
on Jameis Winston.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was saying they should trade him to the Jets.
Yeah. Darren Lee in a first. Who knows? So Mike Evans right there.
You got Mike Evans. I believe AB is still on the board.
Correct.
He is.
Absolutely.
I'm taking AB, bringing the
AB.
Pittsburgh squad back together.
All right, left
Former
AB.
Pittsburgh squad.
So I got AB, and I think I'm gonna round out the tight ends and take Zach Ertz.
There you go. Yeah, those are definitely the top three guys. It's gonna be interesting to see what the rest of you got. I don't know who didn't take one yet.
It was Kyle.
I didn't take him
I also
today yet.
don't have a quarterback yet.
I think we're going to Jake.
Yeah.
Nope, me.
Oh no.
Oh,
All right,
Oh.
so you can get my flex. It was between Amari Cooper and Stephon Diggs, and I'm going with Amari Cooper.
Good choice.
yeah.
I was like,
Wow.
I think definitely that's the right choice.
Yeah.
I think Amari's obviously going to get his targets.
He's
in
going
that
to be the number
offense.
one.
He's the clear one guy.
Yeah, and
He blew it up. When
he
they
could
came
he
back.
could just pop off and get that volume at any time.
Yeah.
Did you
It's
guys
been
know the
short
Cowboys
passes.
went 7-1 when they got him?
Yeah, he went
Because he
off,
went
dude.
off.
He had like a span of just
It wasn't
scoring
just
touchdowns.
the ball
like-
going to Zeke every
crazy.
play. Like, it wasn't going to him, it was going to Cooper.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was literally they ran it like that. It was just those two guys, and that's the type of offense they run. They did
Yeah.
that with Dez, and they did
You
that
got
with
a guy
DeMarco
like
Murray
Zeke in
back
the
day,
backfield,
you
you're
know?
going to be able to do things with Amari Cooper like that.
Yeah, open
With a
up the
guy like
field.
Amari Cooper, you're going to
Yeah.
do things with Zeke.
Right. So we'll see how they do again. Again, we know Zeke's getting a ton of volume. I saw on Instagram Zeke posted something. He's getting a face tattoo.
Is he?
Yeah, he said that. I've been waiting
just
for
goes
it to
along with the
happen.
long sleeves. Extra power.
See,
Long sleeve Zeke, yeah.
yeah. I don't like Zeke as a. I don't like his attitude. He's a beast. He's definitely a beast. I don't know. He's a cocky guy.
Yeah, that's the type of attitude you need to have. I feel like.
That's true. If you're gonna be the punch you in the mouth kind of
He's an
running
animal,
back,
bro.
yeah. I suppose. All right, so we had Cooper there.
I'm gonna go flex position as well, and Eric Ebron.
Eric
You
Ebron.
Oh.
Hard.
Wow, that's crazy.
That's
Big.
I love having two tight ends.
You like that?
Oh yeah,
Wow.
I
And
love it.
It used to
Absolutely
be.
love it.
I used to feel like there was such a drop off in guys. I could never imagine a real combo. Like there was a time where it would be like maybe Gronk and Jimmy Graham were the only two tight ends who you would really take,
Yeah.
and that was the only tight end combo I could see you doing the tight end and flex
The
combination.
past 2 years for fantasy, I had Eric Ebron as like my flex, and then the one year I had Gronk, and last year I had Travis Kelce.
It's so interesting
wow.
to see how these new style like running tight ends are being used in like
Mhm.
these college
Yeah.
like, systems. In the
And I mean,
NFL.
just like especially with Ebron, he's perfect for garbage time because
Yeah.
that so many of his points come off that just because he's big enough to get open.
Yeah.
Oh,
So yeah, like you said, yeah, those two guys I could see being a good two tight end combo. You know?
I picked up Eric Ebron every year since rookie year. I've been following him since the combine. And
I always liked him, yeah.
Until last year, I gave up on him
Really?
last year, and he went off. Yeah, I paid for it.
yeah, it was.
Fortunate.
Yeah.
He had some really good games. I think he highest points for fantasy, at least depending on how your league is structured. I think the highest he got from me might have been 30.
Yeah.
He had like a 2 or 3 touchdown game, like a 40-yard touchdown, something crazy like that. That just
He
Positive.
has the
Positive.
potential to
Oh, yeah,
dominate every game. It's just that he has a lot of drops.
Yeah, he does.
You know,
That's
what
one of
turns
his-
me off.
yeah.
Eric Ebron, yeah, exactly.
It's just he's every time whenever I'm watching him, at least I see when he's making a catch, he's just so wide open.
Yeah.
Like no one is on him, so like just
But you keep trying to hold it.
I mean, as much as you need to catch the ball as a professional tight end,
Yeah.
the fact that that when he is catching the ball, he's usually that open, just gives me that like sense where it's a safe pick. So,
Yeah.
Alright, big guy.
Yeah, Kyle, what do you
My
got?
5th pick. Take him every year since he's been in the league. Give me the man, the myth, the legend, the Clemson grad that took down Alabama in 2017. My man D. Watt, the GOAT.
Deshaun
Yeah.
Watson, yep, definitely.
Oh, I just think he's awesome, bro.
Yeah.
He's so sick, and
Yeah.
that offense is just like it has the potential to pop off too.
Oh yeah.
D
well,
Hop's out there.
you got D Hop. You got Will Fuller.
Hey, don't sleep on Lamar Miller. He just needs a good system, I feel. He just
I
needs...
had Lamar Miller.
Exactly.
last year.
He needs... I feel as though he's a good running back. He just needs to prove himself and have his volume, given to him, Like,
he's
he just
a
needs
good
to get the ball.
guy to grind out 90 yards for you.
Exactly.
He's not like he's not a sexy fantasy pick, but he's a good back for them.
Exactly, yeah. He'll get his runs, and he'll get his touchdowns, so.
Yeah.
Let's see. Going over to me now. Let's see. Let's see who's still on the board here that I could scoop up. Yeah, I think I'm going to go and take Leonard Fournette here.
Yeah.
Didn't you have him last year?
I did have him last year.
You traded
I
for
ended up trading him for Kamara.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
I traded him and
Oh,
Dalvin
wow.
Cook for Kamara.
You held on to him for.
Also, for these reasons is why I'm telling you on my way back pick, I'm also drafting Dalvin Cook because I think these two
Damn,
guys.
that was gonna be my next running back.
I think these
Yeah.
two guys, they're just. I think Leonard Fournette is clearly going to get the workload, even throughout the Nick Foles. Whatever happens, if he struggles, if he
yeah.
succeeds, he's going to be a key asset to that team. He's going to be getting the ball a lot. We know he's a hard runner. We know he can score. He gets touches in the red zone, and obviously Dalvin Cook. He's been hurt a lot of his career, but he's still going to get a lot of volume. He's a hard runner as
explosive,
well. Latavius Murray's now with the Saints, so he's probably going to get a lot of touches. Also out of the backfield, he's a good weapon for Kirk Cousins, especially because he's dog shit and can't throw.
There we
The
go.
long throws.
I think every podcast you've trashed him.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. That's gonna be my thing. I think he's terrible.
Eric just professes his feelings.
I think he's terrible. So all these like check
Yeah.
downs and short
Oh, my
passes to
goodness.
Dalvin Cook will get fantasy points. So those are my guys, and that's why I'm taking two running backs there as my flex with Kamara.
I had faith in Kirk Cousins for a long time, but he just doesn't have it. He's got the attitude, he's got the basic measurables, but at the end of the day, he's just not there.
And,
All right, big guy.
sticking with the Cook name, give me the newest addition to the New Orleans Saints, my man Jared Cook.
Jared Cook, yes,
Oh.
He's
definitely.
gonna spread the offense out.
He's getting kind of old, I
Yeah.
noticed.
I don't care. I feel like he's gonna be a sick addition to that offense.
Okay.
Between my man can't guard Mike, you got Kamara,
Yeah,
Murray,
get that big guy in
Drew's
there.
still up there.
Drew is still filthy. He's like Brady. He just knows how to play. He knows how to play
Mhm.
smart.
All right, my next pick, Mark Ingram, new addition to the
Mark
Ravens.
Ingram. Okay.
Definitely him and Lamar Jackson. I could see easily popping
That'd
off.
be a
If he wasn't-
sick offense.
If he wasn't with Kamara, he has such better fantasy numbers. Because
Yeah,
I
he
had
just
him,
needs-
I had him on my fantasy team, and it was just when he was competing with Kamara, I couldn't play him just because.
Yeah, I took,
Yeah,
I
so
took
it
the
was-
risk and drafted him even with this suspension.
Yeah, that was
I
the
took
same
him
situation
late,
with me. So I traded him, and I actually ended up getting Dalvin Cook in the trade. But I think just him being by himself in Baltimore with
Yeah.
Lamar Jackson,
He's
they're
the
going to be
big
running the
one. He-
option.
He
Like,
needs
it's-
someone to pair with him. He can't lead an offense by himself, but he's a great addition. He'll
Mhm.
get all those goal line carries.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, yeah.
It's,
Because you know they're not throwing
We
Lamar.
can
up
compete
there.
with
Yeah.
Buck Allen.
Yeah.
hey, I had him. He got me so many points just off goal line touches. 'Cause he would come in 5 yards. All right, yeah. I'll
He
score a
was like the
touchdown.
week one Rex Burkhead.
Yeah, he was.
Dude was just getting
He won. Buck Allen won me a couple of games this year for fantasy. Loved it.
You know who won me a couple games this year? Just plug and play. On Johnson. The Lions.
Yeah,
I like him this year.
yeah.
I like him this year a
my dad
lot.
Is he gonna be
He's
the
a,
one?
He's a mid-draft steal.
I like him a lot this year.
He's gonna be. I think they still have Theo Riddick, unless I'm missing something. So Theo Riddick's your receiving guy.
LeGarrette
but-
Blount's got to be out of there too, right? He's got to
Yeah,
be
I
done
think he
there.
is.
Oh yeah,
Let's take a look.
yeah. Check up on that.
Stat check.
He's got to be done. That guy's
You
got
get the sound effects for that. Stat check.
Yeah, he's gone.
He's retired.
I don't know. He's not on the Lions. The Lions running backs
Just Google it.
are Kerryon Johnson, Theo Riddick, and a couple bombs.
Side note about
Yeah.
Theo Riddick, Jersey boy.
Jersey boy. See,
Represent.
Theo Riddick is actually another great flex play in deeper leagues
Oh, yeah.
because even in not so deep leagues, he gets the majority of those backfield receptions. He'll give you 6 receptions a game, and he's not going to rack up crazy yards, but he does the job.
Now, I saw somewhere that the Lions might want to draft the running back.
Whoa.
Oh yeah,
The Lions the Lions picked up C.J. Anderson too.
Yeah.
really?
Oh,
Oh,
that's
wow.
huge.
Okay, that is
Yeah,
huge.
that is huge.
He'll step in because the reports
CJ
here.
Two-ton.
The reports here are saying that that the Lions should get rid of Theo Riddick.
I was gonna say the Lions. They might
Wow.
follow that Patriots style from Matt Patricia. They might follow that like running backs situation where they kind of just.
This is his last year on
by-
contract.
by a
Theo
jury
Riddick.
committee.
Theo
Next
Riddick,
year he's
okay.
a unrestricted free agent.
They might just let him walk.
Although I could see them trying to trade him
So we're
for I don't know what they get out of him.
I don't know how much value he has, but yeah, probably steal like some late picks or.
That's what I'm thinking. Just because the Lions aren't winning the Super Bowl. They know that. I need 2 more picks, so this will be my last one when it comes around to me.
Yeah, I need
still
2
need one
more.
more.
Also.
We gotta go back.
So you know, you're getting 2 more because we're going around
and then they come back.
Yeah.
We're only doing 7 rounds.
Yeah, so it's my pick right now, right? All right, so I'm going a little bit of a risky pick here for running back 2. Jordan Howard.
Jay
Oh
Howe.
yeah.
He was
The
good with
Eagles.
the Bears. I looked it up. Their other running back is Corey Clement, which decent, but
He's literally like Nick Foles.
yeah.
He's good when he has to be good.
And,
That's
and Jordan Howard's just gonna step in there at the 1 and just take
yeah.
over, I think, and make their offense go behind Carson Wentz.
All right.
All right. My next receiver.
No, wait, it's
No,
fine.
that's me.
Connor's
Oh, you're up.
Yeah.
getting greedy,
Oh.
kid.
I'm
Yeah.
so sorry.
It's quite all right. So these are my last 2 picks.
Correct.
Yep.
All right.
Make him count.
I'm going with the number 1 receiver in fantasy, Adam Thielen.
Yeah, I just hate Kirk Cousins. That's the only thing. I just hate the
Damn. Oh, that was actually
situation
up.
there. I think he could easily pop off and have another season like he had last year, or I think they could flop and do terrible. So
They could flop, but the thing is, through the first 8 weeks this year, he was putting up 20 points every game.
Right.
I don't know the actual number, but it was just nonstop 11 receptions, 120 yards, week in, week out.
right.
And I think that kind of production is just something I couldn't pass on
Right.
with the receiver spot.
Yeah, definitely. No, I agree with you, but I've been doing mock drafts. I've been going in and doing picks where I'm in like the 8 or 9 spot in a 10-man draft,
Uh-huh.
and I keep coming back on these late round receivers, and I'm drafting high. I'm getting guys like Odell, Julio, and then like I'm drafting like decent running backs, like, and then I'm coming back on these guys as a flex with like Adam Thielen or Stephon Diggs, and I'm just not liking
Yeah.
them over. I don't know. I feel like I would rather even just have like a mid, like 3rd running back situation, like even like
Yeah.
a Derrick Henry or somebody, or
Well,
another, or
You'd rather have Derrick Henry than Adam Thielen in your flex.
honestly, dude. Yes, just because I love
Wow.
Derrick Henry, I'm gonna commit to it. I
For
think
me,
if you
gotta wait till the year starts. I'm still at field
if
right
you
now.
give him the touches and the volume, again, another guy like we're talking, like getting volume. How do you stop a guy like that?
Yeah.
I think
really-
he will produce if you give him the volume. That's the only thing they
That's
haven't
the
given
thing.
him the volume.
Is he getting the volume?
Yeah.
That's the only question. Adam Thielen, we know
Exactly.
he's getting the volume.
Yeah.
And we know he
Yeah, but
he produces it.
can he get that same volume again though? that he got last year, or was that his peak?
Not much is changing in that system.
That might have been his peak. That might have been his career
That's
year,
the
but
thing.
nothing changed in the system.
And that's my
Nothing
only thing
changed with the
saying that I don't
quarterback.
trust Kirk Cousins is because of
It's also
that.
Kirk Cousins' first year.
Yeah.
Not saying he's going to get immaculately better, but
So
I don't think Kirk
I
Cousins
think-
will get any better.
I think at the
he's
very
more
least,
comfortable in the system.
he's getting the targets
Yeah.
because they have that connection already.
It comes down to who's getting more chances.
Yeah.
To do something, and Adam Thielen is clearly, or last year was clearly getting more.
Well, anyway, so that was my first pick. Got to take my quarterback now. I'm gonna go Andrew Luck.
Lucky
Good choice.
boy.
Definitely, yeah. We talked about him.
He's the GOAT. I
He's
love
definitely.
him.
I think if we're talking about top tier quarterbacks, we were talking about fantasy wise. We had Mahomes, Baker, and Andrew Luck definitely as those top three guys.
My
Yeah.
man's back and better than ever.
Yeah, he's just having
Still
fun with
slinging
it.
it.
He's just going and playing. And what did he put up? 40 touchdowns this year? Do I have that?
Oh,
Yeah, he was out there just balling. He had 39 touchdowns last year. 39 touchdowns, 4,500 yards. So,
fifth quarterback in fantasy overall last year.
yeah. See, I'm glad to see him doing well because he came out of college as like the best recruiting prospect.
Who are we talking about?
Andrew Luck still,
Mhm.
since John Elway, people were saying.
Yeah, definitely.
Andrew Luck, fifth overall player in fantasy last year with 327.1, averaging 20.4 points a game.
See, I will take that.
Stat check brought to you by Kyle.
Sorry, I have
I mean,
to
yeah,
rip
no.
ass. I just ripped ass. It's not a bit that late.
Bob?
All right, closing out my last pick. Got to go tight end. We might know where this is going based on
Chris Herndon.
it is indeed Chris Herndon.
And
I
hey
don't
man,
even know
I
who
think
that
I
is.
wouldn't be surprised by the tight end situation this year, because I don't know if we're thinking that Sam does do what he could do in this offense, and if they use and Adam Gase uses Herndon the way we think they're going to use him, he could easily pop off and be a top 10 tight end at least, I think,
Mm-hmm.
because the situation this year is just so confusing and we just don't know.
That's the thing in New York is there is no clear guy, so you just have a ton of guys, ton of mouths to feed that can all play. None of them all that great,
Mm-hmm.
but you can spread it around, and I think Sam Darnold is a guy who can spread it around and can keep the defense guessing a little bit with where he's going to go. So I think your guy in New York he can put up 15 points for you one game, but then come back the next week and give you 2.
Mm-hmm. And that's pretty much what he did last season. Like, he'd have a couple really good games. I think he had 2 touchdowns for like three straight weeks, and then the rest of the season, I think he had maybe, I don't know, a touchdown or 2.
Yeah.
It was all towards the end of the year last year.
All right. So my last pick. If he is playing in the next year or isn't suspended for too many games, depending on what comes
Right.
out, Tyreek Hill.
Yeah.
Definitely.
If for some reason he isn't though, and I know this by the time for my actual fantasy drafts,
Yeah.
I'll be taking Kenny Galladay
Wow.
because
Okay.
he is
Wow.
disgusting.
The boy.
Kyle and I know plenty about him from last year.
Bro, Kenny G saved me last year. Him and Tyler Boyd, they were goats, man.
He
Wait, so who'd you just pick? Kenny Galladay or Tyreek?
He said Tyreek.
Tyreek would be my pick, but like I mean I'm just saying like when it comes time for like fantasy drafts in like August, if I know that like he's out for the year, I obviously am not wasting a pick on someone who's out for the year.
Right.
So it would be Kenny Galladay.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Kenny Galladay, you think
Yeah.
he's a good guy?
Wow.
Yeah, even last year like he was behind Golden Tate, but he still put up really good numbers. I mean like Kyle, he helped Kyle out with
He's the
every
GOAT.
fucking week. Yeah, I really like him.
All
Nothing
right.
more to say.
All right.
No, yeah, give me a second. I've got
Yeah.
If
Not-
you don't
it's not
take
like,
somebody-
it's not like we're waiting.
If you don't take somebody, I'm just going to talk about. Did I mention Tariq Cohen yet?
Yeah, you just go.
I actually meant to mention him as well. No one took him.
Yeah.
I already have my 3 running backs, so I can't take another guy. But I just want to talk about a couple of these guys because we're not really going to get into it because these are the last couple picks.
Yeah.
Tariq Cohen, I love. I think he's the guy
He's a
that
great
offense.
gadget
They use
guy.
him so well.
Explosive.
They
He's
can
so
use him
explosive.
so many ways, and fantasy wise, I think he could score at any time.
Now, who's the guy replacing Jordan Howard? Because you got to have someone else in that role.
I think they did sign somebody. They also signed Cordell Patterson. We saw too, which is going to be interesting to
Oh.
see how they utilize the both of them
Yeah.
together, because they kind of are used in the same way. Like running
Yeah.
back weird, like
Cordarrelle, I'm interested to see. I think he's got to be in the right system because he was drafted to Minnesota, never did anything there. They tried to switch him around, but they just couldn't find a way to use him. Then, did he go Raiders or Patriots next? He made rounds at both.
he went to
He went to the Raiders before the
Raiders.
Patriots. He was
Before
at
the
the Patriots last season.
yeah he just
Yeah.
finished
They
up.
were the first team to finally figure out how to use
Exactly. So he didn't do much with the Raiders, and then the Patriots finally, it was a relatively minor role, but he did a good job in it. So it's interesting to see if Matt Nagy's going to be able to do something with him.
Right. Another guy, while we're talking about it, again, these later round running backs, a guy that I think is slept on after coming off an injury, Devontae Freeman.
Oh,
I
wow.
almost went for him because I saw Tevin Coleman on this list.
Yeah,
Tevin Coleman's
I
gone
almost
now, right?
he's in San Francisco.
San
now.
Francisco
Yeah.
now. Another
Yeah.
thing that we were talking about when we were talking about Jimmy G earlier, another running back that they added as well, who might help them out.
Yeah, because then
But,
I saw Matt Breida on here.
But Devonta Freeman, I think he's going to come back, get the volume. He's clearly the number one. He suffered a difficult injury last year, but I think they're going to come back and rely on him. He's been the guy.
Yeah.
Didn't they sign him to an extension recently or something, right?
I
I
don't
don't
know
know.
for sure.
But he's always been a hard runner. They used him in the passing game. Matt Ryan, just another person, another weapon to utilize with Julio, Calvin Ridley. So definitely something that could be beneficial fantasy wise.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I feel.
I'm ready.
Oh, you ready?
You can finish what
No,
you're talking
finish-
about.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I just wanted to say I feel like I can finally comfortably say that Matt Ryan is an elite fantasy quarterback.
Yes.
Every year, he gives you
Yeah, I
something
used
serious.
to love Matt Ryan in fantasy. I used to have him.
He's not very exciting,
He gets you consistent points,
he
though.
gets you consistent points. He's got it. But
Devon-
Kyle, where are we?
I
Devontae
want
Freeman.
Marlon Mack.
Wow.
My man.
Yeah.
Wow.
See, yeah, another guy we were talking about. With
We were talking about that
Andrew Luck,
offense.
that offense.
Can't
yeah.
be sick. My man averaged 13.4 points per game last year. I had him. Was the GOAT.
But if you are the Colts, how do you have $106 million in cap room and get no big name free agents with this free agent class?
Maybe they didn't like what they saw.
Oh my goodness! But you just have so much money.
Save it. Don't waste it. What's the point? They
I
are
suppose.
already successful with what they had right now.
They're a small
Well,
organization.
exactly.
They know what they're doing.
Exactly. You're a successful organization, but you didn't make it. So why not try to add a couple blue chip players?
Who was on the market that they would have needed, that they would have wanted? I'm asking this as a question because I'm not really thinking about it. I'm not
Yeah.
coming at you right now.
Yeah. No, I hear you. Well,
No one immediately comes to mind for me like, oh, they should have signed this guy this season.
the first name that comes to mind, and I honestly am surprising myself a little bit by this, but Trey Flowers, edge guy from
Yeah.
New England, and where is he now? Detroit?
Might be.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. Throw an edge rusher in there, because who do the Colts have at edge?
Again, you're throwing questions at me.
No one that I can think of. You have Darius Leonard holding down the inside.
Yeah, they're an up and coming defense, definitely.
Yeah, but you have those young stars. You got to add some veteran talent with it to just kind of glue everything together.
Right. Anyway, I'm just gonna finish up my last pick here. I'm gonna take a receiver, but I just want to finish up talking about these running backs. Who did I just say?
Oh, no, you didn't. Never mind. I think it's somebody else.
You have
You
two
just-
picks,
you
by
just
the way.
went.
No, he did. This is
No,
the
No,
last
this is the
one.
last one.
I thought we did
you're
that
right.
when you were going back.
No,
Never
yeah.
mind.
So you just went. I'm gonna finish up here, but I just want to finish up talking about these running backs. I just think it gets into a weird situation here where we still have guys like Sony Michel on the board. We don't
Yeah.
know. We
He's
don't
question-
know.
It's a committee, bro.
Yeah, exactly. But still, last year he did do
I
pretty well
drafted
significantly.
Sony was my last pick last year, and I had James White too, and it was a fight every week. Like, who am I gonna put up? Because who's gonna go off?
I think there could be a little bit of a Jason Tatum effect with him, where he went off in the playoffs, and I forget what the number was, but he had close to 10. It definitely wasn't 10, but it was up there, touchdowns just in the playoffs. And I think people are going to forget how the team operated in the regular season. I think they're going to expect him to pick right back up where he's getting 2 touchdowns a game.
That's
That's just
the
not
thing
going to
about-
happen.
I hate drafting Patriots players, bro, because they have a new game plan every week.
Exactly.
So it's not like there's no one on that team that's like, all right, consistently, this guy's gonna put up good points for me. Like you don't know.
Yeah.
Freaking Rex Burkhead went off week 1 2 years ago.
All right, so who's your pick, Garrett?
So anyway, I just want to finish up again with these running backs. So, yeah, it just gets into this weird situation where we have guys like Sony Michel still left on the board. We have guys like, you get into the situation where it's like, okay, Derrick Henry's there, Devontae Freeman's here, Phillip Lindsay, Tariq Cohen again, and then another guy I want to talk about is Darius Geist. I think coming
Yeah.
back,
Yeah.
That's a huge question
huge
mark.
question mark, but I think coming back, they're going to use him well. He's a hard runner. He fits that offense well, especially with the quarterback struggles coming this year. They're going to need someone to rely on the run.
It is so hard to come back and still be good from an ACL injury.
And,
Like,
but
that's
these guys have done it. And he has been compared to top tier talents that have
Plus,
come back from
plus
injury.
he's in Washington. He's got Adrian Peterson right there.
Yeah,
He's
AP
still, I'm saying,
who better to help him with the
Exactly.
process.
We've
Yeah,
seen
but I
videos of
don't-
him in rehab and stuff. He looks fine.
I don't know how successful he's going to be this year.
Yeah, I hear you.
Dude has seen literally no NFL action and tore his ACL.
Yeah.
It's. I mean, his ceiling could be crazy, but it's such a risk.
It's the same thing with Todd
Well-
Gurley. The same situation happened with Todd
Now,
Gurley.
Todd Gurley's way more established.
No, but in college it was the same situation.
You can't expect it to pan out all the way every time.
Another guy, did we mention Nick Chubb?
I was just gonna say that.
I was
Because
thinking about taking.
You have 8 weeks of him as the only running back there, and then
Yeah.
even after that,
also had him last year.
Yeah. so
Yeah.
A young goat.
Nick Chubb is good.
people
Yeah,
think
so-
he'll still stay as the number 1, even when
With
Kareem
Kareem.
Hunt gets
I
back.
think Kareem Hunt's going to become more of a passing back, or one of them's going to
Yeah.
become more of a passing back, and the other one will just grind it out.
I've never been all that high on Kareem Hunt.
Nah, you're crazy.
He was great in Kansas City, but something has just seemed off about him for me. I don't feel like he's a guy who you can just throw anywhere and he's going to go crazy on you.
That's a pretty easy offense to have a good time in.
Yeah. That's true.
Not like
Um,
we're throwing him into the Seahawks or something.
Anyway, I'm just gonna finish up here so we get this done. I'm gonna
Yeah.
finish up with my receiver here. I'm gonna go ahead and take Keenan Allen then.
That's a great pick.
I think obviously Bob was smart earlier taking Mike Evans. I think the Bucs, even whatever happens with Jameis Winston, I think they're gonna rely on him. He's clearly the number 1 receiver. But Keenan Allen as well. I think Phillip Rivers, throughout everything, he's been consistent. He's gonna rely on Keenan Allen throughout everything. Tyrell Williams is gone. They have Mike Williams now, but
I was gonna say
Keenan Allen is the clear number 1.
I almost went with Mike Williams earlier, but then I picked Mike.
They're still a high-powered offense, so they'll pop off every now and then. They're going to play some teams where they're going to need to score a lot. So
Interesting omission from the draft is AJ Green.
Yeah.
I know it's uncertain.
Turco.
Yeah, I know it's
Dude's hurt every week.
uncertain
Needs
in
to get some new
Cincy,
toes.
but
It goes back
It's
to the
just feels
quarterback
weird to
question
me.
too.
yeah, because he's been. I mean, since when was he drafted? 2011, 2012, whatever it was. I mean, he's been a top guy in the league since. It's just been slowly. He has no one to make him pop. He needs a more exciting quarterback.
So we're done with the draft. I don't know if you want to look over the teams. Does everyone know who they have?
Yeah, I got my group.
So read it off real quick. We got Connor with Saquon, Lev, Melvin Gordon, AB, Ertz, Thielen, and Luck. We got Bob with Todd Gurley, Drew Brees, Julio, Mike Evans, Amari, Jordan Howard, and Chris Herndon. Jake over here with Zeke, Michael Thomas, Baker, George Kittle, Eric Ebron, Mark Ingram, Tyreek. Well, he said Tyreek if he was available, but depending Kenny Galladay.
Spicy Italian.
Kyle listed himself here as the spicy Italian. He's got CMC, OBJ, James Conner, Devonta, Sean Watson, Jared Cook, Marlon Mack. That's Devontae Adams.
Devontae
Yeah,
Adams.
that's a good team.
And this is my team: Kamara, D-Hop, Mahomes, Kelsey, Leonard, and Dalvin, and Keenan. Yeah. All right.
That's good too.
So
I'm ranking these couch.
I don't know who.
Shout out to my Yahoo basketball league. 18 this year, taking the chip.
You got me by
Don't
like
brag.
6 points.
You almost took me out in the
I
playoffs.
know, dude. It's crazy.
I would have been so mad if you were the one to ruin my perfect record and take me out of the playoffs.
Yeah, so I don't know who has the better team here, but I think that was a good draft. That was fun. Who's coming to dinner?
Yeah, so should we explain?
Oh,
our-
yeah.
our
Yeah,
wacky
so
interest in
we do
Connor?
a little segment here on the podcast at the end where we add a list. Have you ever heard me and Kyle talk about where
It's been a running thing for about almost 3 years now.
we're like, oh, we invite a bunch of athletes to a dinner.
Oh,
would
yes,
you-
yes,
yeah.
I'm familiar with
Yeah,
it.
So we
Yeah.
recently started writing it down. We started actually
Oh,
doing
nice,
it on
yeah.
the podcast. So
Yeah, so here's the 6 that we have.
Okay.
The first day, we went with Derek Jeter, Saquon, Bill Belichick.
Okay.
that was the first time.
All right. I have a strong omission, but I want to hear this next.
The second round, or second time we did, we had Gronk, Bryce Harper, and Mo.
Oh, see, I have something that I instantly need on there. And that's Larry Fitzgerald.
Oh yeah, no, that was
Yeah, he was
definitely
receiving a lot of votes for every other time.
Yeah.
Like, at least, I'm pretty sure everyone said him at least once.
I don't
Or not
know.
everyone, but someone said him.
I think we
once
might have.
each
I don't
time.
remember if we.
We didn't do it
mentioned-
on the last one.
I'm curious to know the omission. Is it Bill Belichick?
Oh no, I meant.
You would want to see him. That's
I thought
the.
that Larry Fitzgerald
Should be in there.
Yeah.
Should be the first.
All right, so
Oh, we
the
also.
order
Who was the
doesn't
next
matter.
person we added? The next three, the second week.
Gronk, Bryce Harper, and
And-
Mo.
No.
It doesn't have to be an athlete either. That's just who we've been throwing out.
Yeah, we
Oh,
just. been
yeah,
saying-
okay.
Just like generally
Yeah,
someone you.
I know.
would
I
also
know. I
like
already
to
know
sit down.
someone you're gonna mention.
You do?
Yeah, I know.
I don't.
I think I do. I think someone. At least I think you would want to invite to dinner. And hang out
Well, see, you got me thinking about someone now. But are these just people we want to invite to dinner, or
So,
are we
people
having
you
this
wanna
is the
invite because, like-
classic-
So
the
no,
classic
this
dinner?
is the background. So me and Garrett were saying a young 18-year-old Kyle and Garrett are hanging out in our college dorm room.
Yes.
And I think Derek Jeter was the one who kicked it off. And we were like, yo, he's someone I would love to just sit down and have dinner with. Seems like
Yeah.
a good guy, be a really good time. Then we just kept, boom, adding to the list. Boom, boom, boom. Names.
Yeah.
Like the names that were on there.
Uh-huh.
So we got to thinking, all right, now let's make a dinner party with all these people.
Yeah.
Right.
right.
So it's if you could throw one big event and you're making a list of who to invite.
Yeah. Gotcha. Okay.
So
Yeah. So I don't know. Think of 3 names, and then
and we go around one at a time. So like, just have your 3.
Oh, okay.
have your
And
3.
everybody shoots out 3, and then we take 3 from the pool and put them in.
Put them in.
Okay.
So yeah, definitely think.
So
of
this
three
is
guys.
it's not just an athlete.
It can be
anyone.
anything.
All right, word.
Dead or alive.
I mean,
Or-
I
or
have
yeah,
one, so I can start if you want me to.
You have your 3.
Or are you
I don't have
saying
my-
Larry?
Oh yeah, yeah.
We'll
do you
shoot
wanna-
one at a time. Everyone just throw them out.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. One at a time. So yeah, Larry. That's my
Larry's
one.
Okay.
My all-time favorite human being, Mark Wahlberg.
Mark
Yeah.
Wahlberg.
Wow. All right.
Dwayne Wade.
Dwayne Wade. That's a good
Oh,
one. Yeah.
That's a good one.
Timmy Duncan.
Tim Duncan. Yeah, another good one. I'm gonna say Shaq just to make
Yeah.
things interesting here.
Shaq. Okay. Okay. You know, we were talking about him earlier. I want to go to Deshaun Watson.
Sean
Yeah,
Watson,
that's got
interesting.
my vote.
Yeah.
Thank him for all the fantasy help he's
I
giving me.
mentioned this in the last one. I'll go Jamal Adams again.
They're going to say OJ again.
OJ was a bold choice last
We're
time.
really pushing for it.
Yeah, no, he was. It was good. I thought it was a good
Listen,
idea.
everybody wants to know what happened that day. So
Yeah. My second, I'll go Ashton Kutcher.
Okay.
Good looking guy.
Adam Sandler.
I'm gonna go Mike Tyson. I mentioned him last time.
Oh yes.
Call
I think
back.
should be it.
Easy vote for me. See, that's tough. I want to expand outside of football.
Could be anything. Anyone.
All right. I think I need to stick with football because I don't have anything else, and I'm throwing Andrew Luck.
The GOAT. He
Yeah,
may be the
you-
nicest
you-
person who I've
You mentioned him last one, I think. Anyway, Bob.
My last one, I'll go Michael Jordan. He told some good stories about.
Michael Jordan.
Actually,
piece of shit.
pretty much going to dinner with Michael
Yeah,
Jordan.
Pretty
So
much how he was. a
Oh,
piece of
can I
shit.
change my vote?
Yeah.
I would
From
like
Andrew
to.
Luck?
I would like to change mine from Andrew Luck to Bill Clinton.
Wow.
Interesting.
I like that.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. I'm going Conor McGregor for me.
That's
Oh,
interesting.
that's a good
Yeah.
one.
Yeah, good.
Proper 12.
Proper 12.
Proper number 12. Probably gonna go with one of my favorite human beings ever, just because he's dope. Malcolm James
Kevin
McCormick,
James.
Mac Miller,
Mac
R.I.P.
Miller.
the GOAT. Just
Yeah.
I don't know, man. He seems just like such a cool dude. Everyone spoke so positively of him.
Yeah.
He's like Gronk. He just seems like a good time to be around.
Absolutely.
it.
Always
That's a
just
hard one.
like exuding positive vibes.
Yeah, it's hard to finish off and say a name after Mac, but I'm going to say Bo Jackson, just someone else to throw in there. Just a cool athlete that I would
Yeah.
like to sit down and hear some stuff about.
For sure.
So, those are the names we got. I don't know what we can unanimously say out of what we've said so far. We're only going to narrow it to 3, or should we do 5, like one for each of us?
Do you want it? 5's gonna be a lot.
Yeah. let's
Dude,
just stick
keep
with
it
the
at 3. I mean, if you want, we could
Everyone
all
say-
cut our 3-name list down to one person that we would think do the best. If you want to do it that way.
Just narrow it to that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll take like the general consensus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with Mac. I think it's not too hard
Yeah.
for me.
Yeah.
I'll say.
Yeah.
I'll say Mike Tyson. Yeah.
Mike Tyson.
Good
You
test
know-
of memory right there for all of us.
First name that came to my head was Larry Fitz. I'm throwing Larry
Yeah,
Fitz in.
definitely. Yeah, definitely.
Go.
I was gonna say. I thought we were just
Solidified
gonna
goat.
say it out loud. I was gonna say Larry Fitz.
My one will probably be 7 2 weeks in a row, so I gotta stick with Maul.
Ball.
I'm going with Dwayne Wade.
Swing Wade. Yeah,
That's
I
good.
love that pick. But this should be interesting for us. I was gonna say Conor
You got
McGregor would
mine,
be
3.
interesting too.
Yeah,
like
I feel like just especially with Dwayne Wade retiring.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
did you guys see what he
Good
said
time.
about retiring? How like he's gonna go through like
Therapy.
therapy and everything.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, this is
being out of
Well,
the
I
league.
mean, yeah. How long was he in the NBA for? A while. Yeah, I don't know off the top of my head, but like
I want to say like 10.
How long has he been?
no, because
No,
he
it
was
was-
he was
no.
there in
10,
when
13.
LeBron.
He got drafted with LeBron.
It was like 19, wasn't it?
Is
That was
really
like
that long?
14 years
Oh
ago.
yeah, no, I'm stupid.
Anyway,
My brain's still stuck in like 2012.
so that's the who'd we say so far?
We
Mac,
got Mac Miller,
Vic.
Mike Tyson, Larry Fitzgerald, Dwayne
Jamal
Wade.
Adams.
And
Jamal Adams.
So we gotta pick 3.
Yeah.
I think Larry Fitz is definitely one we can narrow.
Yeah, Larry's
Larry.
got my vote.
Mac Miller.
I'm fighting hard for Mac.
Yeah, for
Yeah,
sure.
I'm with
I think
Mac.
I'm with Mac as well. That last spot.
then
Mike Tyson, Jamal Adams, Dwayne Wade.
I'm Dwayne Wade. I'm throwing my vote out
I'm
there.
Mike Tyson.
I think I'm Mike Tyson as well.
I'm Dwayne Wade, so that's on you.
Babo. You
Wow.
can throw them all out there. We got a revote.
I guess I'll stick between the 2.
Bum. Ba-da-dum, bum, bum.
So who are the other 2 we got right now are Larry Fitz and Mac.
Yeah.
Yeah. Rest easy. to
All right,
the
can you
legends.
just imagine Mike Tyson at that table with those 2? I gotta go Mike Tyson.
Yes.
Yeah, that'd be sick. All right, so added to the list,
Even
we got
Just Mac and Mike Tyson, and then adding in
Yeah.
just a nice man, Larry Fitzgerald.
Larry Fitzgerald.
So
and Mike Tyson.
our dinner
Yeah.
party:
I'm actually trying
Jeter,
to watch it.
Saquon, Bill Belichick, Gronk, Bryce Harper, Mo, and then Fitz, Mac, and Mike Tyson. We have a very
Nick Saban.
wow.
Nick Saban,
yeah,
yeah, definitely.
That's
No
a
one's even
really
said that,
great
yeah.
one.
Future edition.
Definitely. All right, yeah. So that's great.
I'll bring some NCAA
Definitely-
rules next time.
Definitely a
Jake
cool
Brown.
talk. Definitely a cool mock draft. I'm glad we did that. Connor, thank you for coming through.
Thank you
Join
very
us
much,
next
Garrett.
time.
I would like to thank you all for having me.
It's been a pleasure.
Dope. All right.
Don't
Later,
forget to
guys.
like and subscribe. New pods every so often.
All right. Peace out, guys. Good night.
Sweet
Anyway, I
dreams.
want to say bye.
Good night.
Bye.
Adios.